You know the story, some of you don't, so I won't be too long on the story, but 6.5 years ago, my wife and I were in a bad car accident, and grace of God that we're alive. But we were dead stopped on the Beltway going to the airport. I was going on a medical mission to Guatemala, and a pickup truck hit us going 65 miles an hour. Oh. And I know that because he told us. He admitted it. He was looking down for a notebook for a job he was going on. Looked up, there we were, slammed us into the cement wall, bounced off the wall, hit the pickup truck in front of us, turned that guy 180 degrees, crossed 4 lanes of traffic, and hit the wall on the other side. So, just grace of God that we're alive. But I suffered 4 herniated discs in my neck and also in my low back, tear in my right wrist, tear in my left shoulder. Those were the major things. Some hip pain, some incidentals after that. Those were the big things. So I got plenty of treatment. Believe me, I can get 2 to 3 times the amount of care that you guys get for all the people I know. I know top people to work with, top doctors to work with. And I have therapy at my office, obviously, and I have therapy at home. So I was getting a lot of care. Mary wasn't hurt as bad as I was. I took the brunt of it probably from my airbag. I looked up in the mirror as soon as I stopped, and it hit me on the left side of my face, caused all the damage on the left side, except for my right wrist on the steering wheel. So went to a couple different surgeons just because I wanted an opinion, but I already knew I was not going to get surgery because I know the outcomes of those things. General outcomes are not good. Some people do have good outcomes, but by and large, it's not a good thing. So you know what I do as a chiropractor, it's very physical all day long. And so 2 surgeons, 1 surgeon for my spine said, I'll fuse your neck, fuse your low back, and take you 2 years to recover. I said, no, thank you, see you later. Thanks for the report for me, okay? And the other surgeon for my shoulder said, yeah, I fixed the shoulder, but you're gonna be out of commission for a while. How do I do my job? Okay, can't do that. So I went through all the therapies, and then I hit my plateau. I had a couple stem cell injections, but epidural steroid injections in my low back just to help bridge the pain I was feeling bending over and forth with the patients here. And so I hit my plateau, which was rather high. I would say I got probably 80% improvement, but I suffered with pain every day. Didn't matter what I did or didn't do. If I took a couple days off, I still had pain. So I'd rather work with patients and be in pain than sit at home and do nothing, right? So consequently, I had limited motion in my left shoulder. I could go forward without a problem, I could go up without a problem. I could only put my hand behind my back and my waist. That was about it. It took about a year for me to be able to pull my pants up with this arm, okay? So I just learned to live with my limitations, you know? And if anyone likes Clint Eastwood, there's a great movie, and he says in it, a man's got to know his limitations. That's one of the Dirty Harry movies. You guys can watch it. All right, or we stay late and watch it. It's a pretty cool movie. So I was also very fatigued, and I'm not a person that's ever taken naps in my entire life. And so after that, I was taking naps at lunchtime. So I'd see a group of patients in the morning. I lived just 3 miles from the office. I'd go home, and a lot of times, not every time, but a lot of times I would just crash. I would have to take naps because I just couldn't do it. Then see my group of patients in the afternoon, come home at night, just be totally exhausted and wiped out. So a year ago, my colleague, Dr. Rodman, who I mentioned earlier, told me about the patch, and I said, like, Josh, this is dirt cheap, sign me up, okay? I want to try this, and I know what it takes for the body to change. We do nutritional supplementation. I'm a nutritionist, I have a degree in that, and I'm going to tell you it takes 3 to 6 months for anybody to start noticing changes. So I said, I'm going to do it for at least that period of time and see what happens, okay? If I wasted $600, fine, I wasted $600. But it was the best money I ever spent, and for Mary as well. She had a different set of problems, and she can talk to you about it if she wants to. So I started noticing changes. My right hip pain went away within 2 days. I was like, okay, this is placebo, right? That's what we think. But it went away. I never had the hip pain again. My left shoulder, I started having better range of motion within 30 days, to where now I can reach behind my back and put my hands in my scapula. And I don't have a problem doing that. I can lie on the floor, arms flat out, no problem. My energy increased within 30 days. Within 30 days, I wasn't taking any kind of naps and not being fatigued. I truly feel like I have the energy that I would have when I was in my 20s. And I'm that good now with energy. I can stay up late, I can get up early. I mean, that's not every day. There are those days, you know, where, you know, if I'm going out with Rick dancing or something, right, I'm a little more tired.
It's worth it.
There you go. So that's pretty much my story. My aches and pains started going away. My herniated disc started becoming better, more healing involved with that. Within 6 months, I had much greater range of motion in my neck. Low back hardly bothers me at all. So I've noticed that within the first 3 to 6 months was the greatest changes, but there was some significant changes within 30 days. And then after 6 months, I was noticing more changes. So like Josh, if I ever going to be without this patch, I don't see a reason why I will ever be without it. Until David Schmidt comes up with something better, right? Then I'll be off it. But just like we take vitamin C or any other product that we're going to do for our lifetime, this is what I want you guys to think about. It's not just, I want you all to be without pain, right? I want you to be totally pain-free. But that's the least of it. What I want you to do is to make sure your brains aren't deteriorating, that your heart's not deteriorating, that your muscles aren't deteriorating. We're going to age out at some point, but if we can be as healthy as possible for the last day of our life, that's the best thing. So a little ache and pain here and there, I want them all to be gone for sure. But if you're better in all those other areas, that's good. Okay? So that's pretty much my story. This is the best thing that I've done in practice in 30 years. I mean, sincerely. I've done a lot of products for patients. There's a lot of things that help you guys. A lot of vitamins, a lot of supplements, herbs, all those things are wonderful and beneficial. But this is the most exciting thing I've seen in 30 years in practicing. And all the vendors that come through my office showing me new product, new product, new product, this I can tell you is hands down the best thing ever. Okay? So, thanks for listening. I'm glad you guys are here tonight. I want to introduce Jo Kahn, and she's one of my patients.